Okay, so good morning. It is 5:30 in the morning. Anyway, today is April 28th. Um, and as usual, per usual, I'm going to vent while I'm working. As y'all may know, duh. But I'm gonna vent like I normally do every weekend or every video, whenever I decide to do them. So, you know how you're put in certain situations or you're in certain situations and it's not working out how you need it to or want it to, but you can do other stuff. Like, I'm gonna put it in my terms. Like, I work for this company that I work for, and my checks ain't shit. But you gotta realize, like, my checks would kind of be something if I got hours. But I knew when I got the job it was a part time. But when I got this job, I hadn't been working for 8 months. So any job not any job, because I still wasn't gonna do any job. But I just needed a job, period. And this job started me at 13. I get like 54 cents a mile. So it was just certain stuff this job was offering. I was like, okay, cool. Like, because in a way, like, I do have a manager, I do have supervisors, I do have people over me, but no one is over my shoulder 24/7. Um, like, they will call if you're kind of late to a store, but it ain't nobody really checking for me, if you get what I'm saying. So I was like, all right, cool, like, I can do that. But I'm getting to the point, like, I knew I wasn't making money because I still stay with my mama, and it's been over 6 months that I've been back with my mama, so I knew I wasn't making no money. Like, I knew that. So, not right now was like super understood. Like, you not making no money, but the check that I just got, like, on Thursday, my car note coming out that check. So, down there, that whole check gone. You can also say I need to do better with my money management skills, which is kind of true. Like, I do save money, but ain't no but in it. Because when I was working at a prison, I was bringing home like 4,500 to 5,000 a month. So I saved half of that, like, when I was bringing that home. So now I save 15% of my checks because I'm not making shit. So I really can't save half. So when I do that, I I basically just put maybe it ain't even 100 sometimes. Like, so I put whatever the 15% is in my savings, and I don't touch it. So I wait to get into like a certain amount. Like, right now, my insurance is due on the 11th of May, and that's $1,000. So I got that because I've been saving, but it's just not. I feel like me working this job that I'm doing is going to be a whole lot more difficult for me to do the things I feel like I need to do because I'm using this income I'm making to still maintain my monthly bills and to invest in myself. And I know it'll pay off, so I'm not really complaining. I just know I'm getting out to a really slow start because I really can't get high loans because I really don't have proof of income like that. Like, I'm really not making no money enough for a bank to be like, okay, well, I can loan her 50,000, I can loan her 30,000. I really don't feel like I'm making enough to, like, for them to be like, okay, yeah, we gonna get her that, and we gonna trust that she pay it back. So that kind of sucks. And I've already given myself only a year to work for other people, which means, like, I really need to be on my stuff this year. I really would like to get back in school, but like the only thing that's really stopping me from getting in school right now is my financial aid. And that's crazy, right? Like, you listen to this and be like, girl, financial aid ain't nothing. But you gotta realize, like, I still have to do it under my parents. So you gotta link their income, you gotta link this, you gotta link that. And then it's like, like, my mama, even if she did make enough, like, she still got bills. Like, she's not gonna pay for school. I don't come from one of those families that could pay for school. Like, if you get what I'm saying. That man just ran that light. Like, anyway, he in a motorcycle. The police won't catch him anyway. But, yeah. So, it's not like they would be able to pay for school anyway. So, who cares, you know? So, I really would like to get in school. But I feel like if I'm not in school, I need to get another job. Even if I do continue to do this job. Because I'm trying to, like, if I get a job, it's going to be, like, probably a warehouse job. And I'm going to try to get on that weekend shift. Like, weekend day shift, something like that. But if they don't have a weekend shift, I'm just going to have to do day shifts. And I'm just going to have to put my 2 weeks notice in for this job I'm doing now. I wouldn't want to do that. Just because I actually like this job. Like, because if I do the weekend, I think I have to cut my Friday out because a weekend shift is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or it could be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, depending on how they do it. Either way, I'm still gonna have to cut one of those days I normally work out because I don't work Tuesday or Thursday or Saturday. So Saturday is already cool. Oh wow, I would have to cut my Sunday out too. So I have to cut out Sunday and probably Friday. But in my opinion, it'll be worth it because I'm not making money anyway. I'm really not. So if I work for the company, I just be available like Monday through Thursday. And I did a girl hair yesterday, and she was like, "Well, my job hiring because me and her, we both were COs. So at one point, we were both working at prisons. So I asked her what she's still at. She was like, "Girl, no." So she was like, "Well, my job hiring, and they start you out at like 15." I was like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "And every 6 months you get a 50-cent raise." I was like, "Oh," I was like what you do? Like, I was like, "You drive equipment?" She was like, "Girl, everybody out there drive equipment." That's where I need to be at because I'm not unloading no trucks. Sorry, not sorry. I probably ain't even gonna post this video. I just feel like I'm kind of like talking to myself. But I feel like if I'm recording and I'm talking to myself, I kind of normalize it because I get tired of having conversations in my head. But yeah. So I'm gonna put that application in, and my sister told me to put it for the company that she worked for. She do the weekend shift at the company she worked for. So me and her probably will ride together, or do stuff like that. Cause ain't no point in both of us driving down there. We work the same shift unless one of us got something that's going on outside of that. Like I feel like I'm probably gonna end up moving. Cause I'm gonna get my skills up when it comes to me doing hair. Like I'm gonna get my skills up. I just have to practice more. I have to want to learn. I have to try stuff. Like the only way I'm gonna learn and be able to do stuff is if it's like is if I actually try it. Like this wig I got on right now, I made this on a breathable cap. I was really scared to make this on this cap because for one, it's kind of intimidating at first, and then two, I'm like, man, damn, like I was really getting aggravated with it. Because I didn't know how many holes I was supposed to go through to sew. I didn't want to rip the cap. I didn't know how the cap would fit. I didn't know if it would fit the head. Even though I made it on the block, I didn't know how it was going to fit. Then I have a 6x6 closure. That was getting on my nerves because it wouldn't it wouldn't sit right for me to sew it. And I sewed this closure 3 or 4 times. And I say, ugh, that aggravated me so much. So once I actually got it right, I put it on my head. It's not gonna fit as snug as the other caps would, just because the other caps already had the elastic in it, and it had the elastic, and I had to make sure it wasn't a police behind me. The elastic is already in there, and the cap is already tight. Like, it's a dome cap. Those caps are already tight. So it wasn't gonna fit as snug as those, but it fit. It fit enough for me to, do the little head shape motion, and I knew the wig wasn't gonna come off. But I didn't like how I had my cap going on. Like, I could see my cap. It wasn't melted into my skin. And then I actually tried to put some makeup on it, and I'm lighter than what I be thinking I am. So when I put makeup on it, the makeup gets really, really, really dark. And I watched the video, and I see why. I know now why the makeup gets darker after a certain amount of time. It's the way you tie it up. Like, if you do a silk or satin, even though that's the best thing to tie hair up with, if you tie it up and you have makeup or anything like that on your stocking cap or on your lace, it's going to get darker over a time period. Anyway, that's besides the point. So I actually don't have to put makeup on my caps or my lace, because that light cap actually looks like my scalp. So I just have to, either pump it up and then do the lace glue or do freeze spray. I just have to do that, and it'll melt into my skin or melt onto my hair, and I just go from there. And it looks like my skin. I'm learning as I go, but I taped it on instead of gluing it, because I really want to get to the point where I don't use glue at all. Because, some people may get offended, but I'm not doing quick weaves. Like, I'm not gonna mold you down with gel or the gel protector or any of that. Like, I'm not molding you down for none of that. I don't like the smell of gel. I don't like how it gets stuck in my fingernails and I smell it for the rest of the day. I really don't like gel. Like, well, that black gel. Eco Styler is different. I used to use that on my hair when I was natural, but I really don't like that black gel. I don't like the way it smells. So I'm not gonna be doing quick weaves. I don't like how, like I said, I'm not gonna do quick weaves. I'm more so doing wigs. I really don't want to do sew-ins, but I know some people feel like they gotta get a sew-in, and they don't realize that once you sew some tracks on your head, you sew a frontal or a closure, boo, that's a wig. And what I don't get about that is it's a wig that when you take it off, it's never gonna look like that again. If you actually would have got a wig made, when you took the wig off, the wig is still be in place. The colors will still be in place. The placements of the tracks will still be in place because it's a wig. Like, you can get wigs sewn on. You can sew the back of the wig, like, to the back. Well, you can sew the perimeter of the wig, and when you sew the back down, you'll be able to put it in the ponytails and stuff. So if you get a sew-in with a frontal closure, you might as well get a wig. But you can't tell the average person that. Like, once you explain it, they be like, oh yeah, you're right. And they still want to sew in. Like, you don't realize, like, once this lace is cut, it's harder to put back on someone's head because it's not going to be put back on the same way. Like, if it's a wig, yeah, because it's going to automatically line up each time. But let's say this person do your frontal and they cut it wrong. So now you coming to me to do your frontal, but your frontal already cut wrong. So we either we gonna cut your frontal into a closure, or we gonna try to make it do what it do, but I'm gonna cut more of it off. So it just don't make sense to me at all. that's one thing you're gonna do. But yeah, like I was saying, I want to get to the point where I don't use glue. Like, I don't want to have to glue frontals on. I don't want to have to glue closures on. Like, I want to be able to make a unit and you be able to put the unit on. Like, closures you don't really have to glue on, because most of the time, if you make them in a unit, it's a ready-to-wear unit. Because closures don't go, ear to ear, which makes the cap looser. Closures go in a certain space. If sewn right, it takes up the space of that space, and it doesn't make the cap loose. But when you sew it onto like a cap, you're losing the whole front of the cap. You're losing the elasticity. Oh, I said it all wrong. Ugh. But you're losing that when you sew a frontal onto a cap. So it's harder for that to be a ready-to-wear unit without anything. So you would have to put another band in there. Even though some people add bands to their closure wigs, I get why they do it, but then I don't get why they do it. I get it because it's going to add that extra tension to it, and it's going to pull that closure and make it blend in with your skin like it does a frontal. But that closure should already be pulled when the wig was made, so it'll blend in already. So that's why I get it, but don't get it. Like, I get the process, I know what it's doing. I feel like I need to make more videos for real, because once I start selling hair or start selling products, I know for a fact people are gonna ask questions, and I feel like they're gonna ask these same questions. And after you get asked something a certain amount of times, you're kind of like not being rude, but you're getting tired of answering that question. So I feel like I'm just gonna do informative videos. Like, I'm just gonna get a white background or a white backdrop or some type of backdrop, whatever. It doesn't matter what kind of background I have. The message is what is going to matter. And I'm basically just gonna tell people the difference between stuff. And they're gonna be like little short videos. Like, if I can get the video into a minute, I think the longest I would want one of my informative videos to probably be about 5 minutes. Now, if I'm actually showing a technique or showing how to do something, that video is going to be a little longer. But if I'm talking, I don't want to talk more than 5 minutes. I want to be like, okay, well, this is what a 360 looks like. This is what a lace closure looks like. This is what a lace frontal looks like. This is what this will look like. Full lace, this is the densities of them. This is what I consider a ready-to-wear unit. My units are custom or couture units, even if they are natural colors. Like, I'm just gonna explain my terminology for certain things, because everybody uses terminology different. Everybody has, a different definition for certain things. So if you're purchasing from me, you're buying from me, you need to know what I mean when I say stuff, so that it doesn't go over your head. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to do those. I need to order me a ring light. I want two of them, but I really wanted three. I wanted a bigger one, and then I wanted two smaller ones. I still might do that. Yeah, still might do that. But anyway, that's how it's gonna go. This is the end of this video. I've been on this for 20 minutes. I'm probably gonna shorten it down, because the last part with me talking about hair is probably what people would like to hear, even though the video is black and most people have a short attention span, so they can't watch a black screen.